right down the street here in Atlanta. Hawks trying to take a 3-1 lead over the New York Knicks here in round one.
The Hawks actually played like a young team today.
Pretty
over yet.
No, it's over.
There's some emotions early.
Alvarado, my boy.
Well, ain't nothing worse when I got a friend named Ruben who's a little man. They're always running up on people.
Alvarado.
These little people be running up on big dudes like they can fight.
Mitchell Robinson with the good follow there.
Big Cat.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Hey, Big Cat was awesome today.
He's got himself a triple-double as this game continues in Atlanta.
I mean, he came out aggressive, but that entire team did. The Hawks got punched in the mouth and did not know how to act. They played like a young team today for the first time.
OGA there, and then Josh Hart's been great.
He's done a terrific job of being that Swiss Army knife, and today he was getting steals, getting boards, and scoring in transition.
But guess what? We're only down by 18. Here it goes.
14 at the half.
We're going to win the game.
Alvarado. Or was that Ruben? I don't know who it was,
Ruben,
Charles.
Ruben, he's a little man, too.
Thompson connecting and
tell you what,
starting to get out of hand.
Oh, it's out of hand, brother.
Cat at this point, 20, 10, and 10.
Oh, we only down 18.
90. I don't know if it's that strong at this point. 91, 73.
We talk about desperation. The Knicks played with desperation. They came out aggressive, and the Hawks, they were never able to answer the punch. They've been fighting uphill the entire game, but that's because they're young. Other than CJ, they had nobody who's been in that situation.
Hey, Jalen Rose, love to hear your thoughts on what we saw last night with the Lakers and the Houston Rockets and what happened in the late stages of that game.
We call that choking, Ernie.
Yes. And this is where you miss Fred VanVleet. This is where you miss Kevin Durant. But however, the Lakers were missing Austin and Luka. But this is actually really good, taking advantage of an opportunity by Marcus Smith. Marcus Smart is a veteran player, but that's just a terrible pass. And right here, you can't get your jewel snatched. And this is great basketball. Giving up a good shot to get a great shot. Pump fake, take your time, line it up, bang, bang.
All of a sudden, up 6 with 27 seconds to go in the game is tied.
And that's a 41-year-old man out there playing with his son.
Hey, I love LeBron and everything, but that was a gag. That was a choke job.
That was a choke job right there. You got to take the ball, little man.
You're up 6 points with the ball with 30 seconds to go and lose it.
You can't lose it.
You can't lose it. Come on, man.
Good patience. Luke Kennard passed with his right hand. LeBron pump fake, lined it up and knocked it down. Big time.
Yeah, but you got to give Marcus Smart a lot of credit because when he stole the ball, he had the young defender on him. Like he knew he was over-aggressive. Let me shoot this three. Went to the line.
We can give the Lakers plenty of credit, but that was a gag job. That was a choke.
I told you I was going to be a sweep.
No, you did not. He claimed to be the guy who said, it'd be 2-0. I know you didn't think it'd be 3-0 Lakers.
Yes, I did.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I did. Because one, when they announced KD's not playing, Lakers going to win. They got Bron. They got Kennard is playing really good. He didn't have a shooting game the other day, but they're playing good. They're playing together.
Stop lying.
Bro.
Nobody thought the Lakers going to be able. And first of all, you can say what you want to.
If KD's not playing, I'm always going with
They were up 6 with 30 seconds to go.
Did you hear what I said?
KD didn't play last night.
That's my point. That's why I chose the Lakers, and that's why I'm right.
They were up 6 with 30.
Get the brooms and be quiet.
Wallace.
Get the brooms and no dustpans.
Sunday in Houston for game 4 of that series. Here we go.
Tell him, killer.
That's leadership.
That's going to the most dominant defender.
Can I leave early?
Up, big fella.
Can I leave early, Mr. Principal?
Look at Joe Ingles mugging over there, too.
About to be a fight in the class, Mr. Principal.
This is Minnesota's 14th playoff appearance. In the previous 13, knocked out in the first round 10 times. Western Conference Final the other 3 times. They'll try to take a 3-1 series lead over the Nuggets. See what Rudy Gobert, the modern-day Shaquille O'Neal, as I like to call him, how he does against Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets tonight. What are you looking for right off the bat?
Joker's going to play great tonight. I think they missing Watson, but Gordon's their best defender other than Watson. Joker's going to rise up today.
I'm looking for a big game from Anthony Edwards. I think this is he is a superstar, and if they're going to advance in this series, this has to be the Anthony Edwards game. If he doesn't have a huge game, I think the Nuggets will win.
Most great players have the mentality of, I can't have 2 bad games in a row. But after you have 2 bad games in a row, the next game, you better step up.
Almost game time in Minnesota.
Rudy will lock your ass down.
Mike Green, Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, and Lisa Salters got you covered.
What's up, Charles?
Nuggets trying to even this series with the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And in the first half, Nikola Jokic, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and the Nuggets with a 4-point lead after 24 minutes. It's NBA halftime presented by Kia. Studio J here in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson with Shaq. Jalen Rose in for Kenny Smith, whose daughter got married tonight. And Charles is here as well. Story of the first half, injuries, and you hate to see him anytime. Hate to see him in the playoffs, too, that could alter the course of a series. And Minnesota had 2 in the first half. Dante DiVincenzo, non-contact. Lower right leg injury is how they are describing it, and he is done for the night. Meantime, late in the first half, Anthony Edwards watched the left leg and appears to be a hyperextension. We don't know for sure, but that's certainly what it looked like, Chuck.
Yeah, you know what's amazing about those 2 plays, Ernie? How great these players are. Like, you literally do that 50 times, 100 times a game, like exploding, like on deep potential. Like you push off on your calf, and Anthony, you jump and come up and down. Like these guys are so talented. You hate to see injuries have a factor, but it just shows you how great these players are to play the entire season, playoffs, and very seldom you see guys get hurt seriously, but these guys are the best athletes in the world, period.
Yeah, Minnesota having to go to the bench heavily tonight in the first half. 36 of their 50 first half points coming off the bench. But Denver's got the lead 54-50, and I think we touched on Rudy Gobert against Nikola Jokic in our pregame show. Didn't we touch on that? Let's continue.
Yeah, before we roll the tape, prayers to DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards. I hope it's nothing serious. It looks serious, but I hope it's nothing serious, and I hope they can continue to, give us what we love and, great playoff basketball. But now back to the business at hand. Listen, when you're a great player and you're struggling, all thing you got to do is just, take your time and, buckle down. Pat Riley and Phil Jackson always just tell me, listen, you're missing these chippies that you usually make. I know you're doing a lot. Just buckle down and concentrate. This is what the Joker usually does right here. He takes his time right there, boom, goes, takes his shot, follows his shot, gets his offensive rebound. Listen, nobody's going to stop a great player one-on-one. Through the history of the game, no great player has been stopped. So a lot of great players, when they have bad games, they just say, hey, I'm struggling. But the Joker came to play today. He's playing well, he's playing aggressive, and he's taking it to Mr. Gobert. Mr. Gobert is a great defender. I must say that. But, when you're a greater player, if you just buckle down and concentrate, you will usually have the upper hand.
Halftime highlights presented by Kia show you the Game 4 first half compared to games 1 through 3 with Gobert on the Joker. Meantime, the points in the paint story in this series has been crazy. 68-34 in Game 3 in favor of Minnesota. They were plus 58 through 3 games. Denver turning the tables tonight.
I'm a walk in honor and respect for Anthony Edwards and DiVincenzo, who played 82 games this year, 1 of 4 players. But the Denver Nuggets have done a really good job of forcing the effort in the paint. And Shaq was just talking about with Joker in the pregame. Shaq and Chuck love to see the big guys operate in the color area. And that's just too big, too skilled for Naz Reid, and he gets the bucket. Here you see Jamal Murray. Look at this. Pass, cut. Give up a good shot to get a great shot. Julius Randle going the other way. Jamal Murray with the easy cinnamon roll. And this is right before Anthony Edwards got injured, unfortunately. Great to see Aaron Gordon with the block. Great pass to Jamal Murray out in transition. So they beat him in the paint. They beat him in transition. And it's really unfortunate, again, that those 2 guys got hurt.
Yeah, Ernie, I think this next quarter is really huge for the Nuggets. And what I mean by that is the Wolves have enough good players. If it's down the stretch, they got a bunch of weapons that can win the game. So I think it's important for Denver while the Wolves are going through a little psychological thing without their best player, they can't let this game come down to the wire. Because like I say, the Wolves got between Randall and Reed.
Ayo Dosunmu's got 16 in the first half.
So it's up. This third quarter is huge for the Nuggets.
Yeah, and Julius Randle, where were you? 3 points on 1 of 4.
So he probably gonna move into Anthony's spot if Anthony doesn't come back. He's got to be the best player on the team.
As I was saying, as we head to the second half. You've been watching NBA Halftime presented by Kia here from Atlanta. This a short time ago at Target Center in Minneapolis. Don't want to speculate on what it is. It's described as a lower right leg injury for Dante DiVincenzo, but we all saw it and we all think we know what that is, and that's not a good sign when he's wheeled out at halftime of Game 4 of the series. Yeah,
I hope Anthony get an update on him hopefully soon too, man, because you don't want injuries to ever decide a series.
Very tough first half for the Timberwolves, but they're still in it 54-50.